Hi guys, welcome back to Power Tongue. My name is Brady. Today I want to talk about something that affects us all very deeply, whether you resonate with it or not. Karma. It's affecting this wheel that we're going around and around and around in this incarnation, and we need to understand our responsibility to foster a redemption arc in our own lives in order to ascend to these higher consciousnesses that we are seeking. Thank you for joining me. First off, let's do some good for our bodies. If you're watching this, do you know that your body, your physical complex is suffering? Your physical complex is suffocating because it's not getting enough oxygen. Throughout the day, our subconscious forces our lungs to inhale and exhale, of course, to keep us alive, but they're only shallow breaths that suck. So if you haven't incorporated breath work into your practice, I recommend doing so. It will really make a big difference on every aspect of your life. Right now, take a few deep breaths, and they have to sound like you're completely shocked to be doing it. That's how you really open up all these little tubules in your lungs and get oxygen in there flowing through your whole body, all the chakras, etc. Do a few breaths right now. Act surprised. It really makes a difference. Really filled your body with oxygen. And that will get your juices flowing all over your body, I promise you. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Incorporate that a few times a day and watch amazing differences occur. So let's talk about karma. The Law of One is the text that we often reference on this channel because it's been such an influential text in my own walk. First thing you need to know is that karma is not a reward or a punishment for your actions, which is a common misconception, but it's actually a mechanism of balancing distortions in the energy of the soul. There's no perfect life without any negativity, because without negativity, there's no positivity. How can you be happy if you've never been sad? How can you be content if you've never been mad? How can there be light if there's no darkness? How can there be loudness if there's no silence? You know what I'm saying? This whole reality is a balance of that one infinite creator's consciousness. This one source energy has to be balanced. That's why there's a polarity. And we, of course, are called to push towards that positive polarity of service to others. That's how we can ascend to higher consciousness, but know that there is a fraction of the world that is aiming for the polarity of service to self, or the negative path. And that's not to judge them. There is a need for people to choose that negative path so that we can choose the positive path. Do you understand? There's no right or wrong. There's no positive or negative in the sense that you're doing the right thing. But it's right for our soul contract, if you understand that to be a positive expression of consciousness, to move towards the polarity of service to others. There are laws to the universe, like the law of cause and effect. What you sow, you will reap. And Ra, in the Law of One, described karma as the opportunity for spiritual learning and growth. And it manifests across many of our lifetimes. It's not a It's not a one and done in this lifetime, right? Like, you might be on some sort of karmic cycle that has gone on for many different incarnations, because let's just move way back to the beginning of time. Your soul chose this mission for you in this incarnation. You will have many incarnations until you get it right. Your soul chose this to resolve prior karma in your life. So every thought, every action, every intention, everything you do creates an energetic ripple that contributes to your vibrational state. If you want to vibrate faster, according to the law of vibration, you need to make positive choices that lift other people up, and then your vibration gets faster. And then you see people operating at a very low vibration. That's because they're serving themselves. They're not serving the collective. And they will have their own karma to deal with that. So our awareness leads to greater results. So that's why it's important to study up on this topic. Self-awareness, meditation, self-balance, however you know thyself. That is how you can understand your own karmic cycle that you're dealing with and create changes that move you towards resolving such. Like Dolores Cannon says, life is a school. You can't skip a grade, but you can repeat a grade. Do you understand that? Life is a school. We're here to learn. We're here to resolve these conflicts and discover learning and knowledge and wisdom about our consciousness. You can't move ahead without going through all the stages. That's why we can't skip from this third density expression we're into the fifth density. We're pushing towards the fourth density, which will be a massive shift in the collective consciousness of the earth. However, if we do not get this, if we do not resolve our karma, we will never move forward. We will be stuck in this cycle lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. So we choose our incarnation based on our own personal karma. They're planned to address imbalances or distortions in our previous lifetimes. For example, if you exist in a lifetime and you consistently bully and hurt people, your next lifetime, you have to resolve that karma if you have any hopes of evolving spiritually. So what you probably do in that situation is sign a soul contract to come back as a victim of bullying, and in doing so, that resolves some of your karma. And it's not that simple or straightforward, but that's just a basic way of looking at it. It works as a framework for healing. It's part of the soul's evolutionary journey with that one infinite creator that you are a part of. So you work this all out beforehand, and then, of course, the veil of forgetting causes you to not understand exactly why you're here without deep spiritual introspection. You need to really look into yourself because, of course, the creator has to make you forget your soul contract in order to respect your free will. Karma doesn't override your free will. You're not forced to repay your debts, but you're given opportunities to harmonize these distortions and move forward on the spiritual evolutionary journey. The major one that's made so many positive differences in my own life is forgiveness. Forgiveness. That is a direct line to the service to others' path. Understand why they did that to you. You've been cheated on, abused, broken down, hurt, made fun of, bullied, whatever. Forgiveness moves you so ahead on your karmic wheel towards harmonizing those distortions in your own life. When you use your own free will to do this, that accelerates your spiritual growth. This is why the Bible talks about this kind of natural revelation. You don't need to, be preached the gospel of Jesus Christ or whatever and come to faith in Jesus Christ, recite that sinner's prayer and all that in order to be saved. There's a natural revelation to the world around us. If you were to come into faith of some creator without ever hearing the Christian message or whatever, then according to Christian theology, you would be saved because of natural revelation. There is hope. There is hope and second chances all around you. It's not like there's one bus going by, and if you miss the bus, you'll be tortured and burn in hell for eternity. The same thing works with karma. If you are not even in tune to your spiritual self and you choose to resolve karma naturally and organically, that resolution will be exponentially greater than someone who's in tune. So it's not all about being this like super guru in tune with all the nuances of your soul. It's so much more than that. If somebody has never even thought of anything spiritual or whatever, and they be kind to other people, they are, without even knowing it, using their own free will to exercise their own karma. So remember the basic tenets of the law of one. There is unity in all things. And karma emphasizes this. All things are interconnected. All entities are aspects and facets of the same creator. To harm someone else is to harm yourself. What you put out is what returns to you because you've done it to yourself. There's polarity in choice. Karma is instrumental in navigating the path towards service to others, which is the positive polarity. If you ignore it, you are trending towards the negative polarity, service to self. And of course, there's a goal of balance, harmony with oneself and God, or whatever name you like to put on it, source or infinite creator, or however you define this energy that binds the whole universe together. Think about forgiveness. Think about meditation and self-reflection. Think about service to others. Think about learning and acceptance. These are all keywords to implement into your practice. And we look at these other cosmic contexts in the law of one. There's wanderers. Wanderers come back to this incarnation from higher densities. You may have like a fifth density social memory complex come back to the third density in order to exponentially benefit their own karmic cycle by engaging with lower vibration people, especially as we all move towards these harvest cycles. Like us, humanity right now in the third density, we're looking towards our harvest to the fourth density. But unresolved karma will prevent us from graduating. And if you're in that 49%, you're contributing to the kind of standstill that could happen if we don't get 51% of humanity towards the positive polarity. And know that your karma is not just for this life. If you get to the end of your days and you're on your deathbed, you will have another chance to resolve your karma in the next lifetime. Your soul will pick up another contract to that. Because there's no time. There's no time in anything. That's what you need to understand. This is timeless. Time isn't the straight line that you're told your whole life here. No, time is a ever-turning knot, and there's so many intersections and overlapping, and then we have parallel realities of it and different dimensions of it, and there's so much going on behind the scenes if you tune into it. Look at a couple quotes from Ra himself in the Law of One. Ra says, "An entity may not see karma unless it is causing the entity to consider new ways of viewing on experience or to build upon previous distortions to finally achieve balance." This speaks to the veil of forgetting and you not even understanding your own karmic cycle, and you can still resolve it. Another one where Ra talks about forgiveness. He says, "Forgiveness of others is forgiveness of self. The path of balance involves forgiving the self for missteps and forgiving others for theirs. And in doing so, you've encapsulated all of creation, the creator and the creations, as one unified entity, the law of one. That's the oneness of it." So think about times when you felt stuck. Think about you repeating the same shit time after time after time. Are you consistently, this is like for people that are dating, are you consistently getting with the same type of partner again and again and again that cheats on you, that hurts you, or whatever? If you are involved in a karmic cycle that you need to release yourself from. Release yourself by forgiving all your previous partners who've done that to you. And then you can stop learning the lesson again and again and again. You understand there's lessons to this, and they're deep metaphysical lessons that the only way to resolve them is to release them. Don't attach. Attachment always creates resistance and always harms you in the end. So this was just a few of my thoughts on karma, stuff I've been dealing with, because I'm not perfect. I have a lot of shit going on. I have a lot of stuff I have to release if I'm to ascend to the next density. I'm involved in my own karmic cycles. I struggle with a lot of things, like the Apostle Paul said in the Bible. I have a thorn in my side. An itching, nagging, consistent problem that I have been trying to deal with for so long, probably multiple lifetimes. So don't think I'm just talking at you, trying to be like, I'm holier than thou. I'm just like you. We are all one, individualized aspects of that infinite creator. So together, let's join together and press towards resolving these conflicts, and we'll have such major breakthroughs in our lives. Anyway, love you guys so much. Thank you guys for so much of the support. Subscribe if any of this resonates to you. There's so much work to do, and I'm so honored to be a part of it. Be healthy, be happy, and be blessed.